Okay, I'm back, y'all, in Divinely Grateful Risings. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to this morning's message. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Whatever day you find this, I hope you're having a great and amazing day in purpose and on person, in purpose on purpose. Okay, y'all, come in, like the live, share the love, drop something in the chat that you're grateful for. Let's get in the flow of abundance. Let's get into Bible clarity. Oh, let's do it. Let's get to it. So we are in the book of Psalms, y'all. We're in the book of Psalms. Psalms 56 through 60 is what we're doing today. Y'all know we're here to read the word, discuss the word, and build relationship with the Lord. Read the Bible. Not 2 chapters at a time, because yeah, y'all right. Because right now we're doing 5 Psalms at a time, because it's a lot of them. So we are making our way through the book of Psalms. Y'all, we have been on December the 13th. So this may be a significant day for you. On December the 13th will be 1 year that I have been doing Bible clarity. So I'm excited because I have stuck it out. The Lord gave me this assignment, and I know it's not going to be the last time that I go through and do this. I am on a personal mission to read through the entire Bible, but I'm not in a rush to do it because I'm not going to stop reading the word. Does that make sense? So there may be some plan or intention that you're putting in place for yourself. I need you to stick to it. Drop that in the chat. I'm going to stick to it. Okay. I'm going to stick to it. So, let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's get into Psalms. Then we'll get into the cards and get a message from Spirit DM. See what they want to say. Which I mean, I got a lot to say today. It's a Saturday as I'm recording this, y'all. I normally don't record on Saturdays, but I felt it in my spirituals to record these messages. So, let's do it. Let's get to it. Here we go. Psalm 56, and this is a Psalm of David regarding the time the Philistines seized him in Gath, to be sung to the tune of to dove on distant oaks. Anyway, I'm reading out of the NLT for these few messages. So here we go, y'all. Oh God, have mercy on me. Look, David then started off a couple Psalms like that. For people are hounding me. My foes attack me all day long. The enemy on your neck. I just did a message about that. I am constantly hounded by those who slander me, and many are boldly attacking me. But when I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. Drop it in the chat. I'm putting my trust in you, Lord. I praise God for what He has promised. I trust in God, so why should I be afraid? What can mere mortals do to me? Of course, that scripture is in one of these clarity decks over here. I don't remember which one. Why should I be afraid? I ain't got nothing to be afraid of. The Lord got me. They are always twisting what I say. They spend their days plotting to harm me. They come together to spy on me, watching my every step, eager to kill. Yeah, you think the enemy, you think the ops ain't watching you. If you ever think that the people who, which part y'all, okay, let me say this. Your enemies are learning from you. The ops are learning from you. Keep doing you, boo, because they gonna keep learning from you, but they can't do it better than you. Receive that. Receive that message. Well, I like it. I might start saying that. Receive that. Don't let them get away with their wickedness. In your anger, oh God, bring them down. You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. There go that. I feel it in my spirituals, y'all. Thank you, Lord. My enemies will retreat when I call to you for help. This I know. God is on my side. Somebody write that down. That might be the title for this. God is on your side. Okay, here we go. I praise God for what He has promised. Yes, I praise the Lord for what He has promised. I trust in God, so why should I be afraid? What can mere mortals do to me? I will fulfill my vows to you, O God, and will offer a sacrifice of thanks for your help. For you have rescued me from death. You have kept my feet from slipping. So now I can walk in your presence, O God, in your life-giving light. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Sean Paul, shout out Sean Paul. Just give me the light and I'm back. Psalm 57. Have mercy on me, O God, have mercy. I look to you for protection. I will hide beneath the shadow of your wings until the danger passes by. I cry out to God Most High, to God who will fulfill His purpose for me. He will send help from heaven to rescue me. Come on, heavenly help, disgracing those who hound me. My God will send forth, thank you, Lord, His unfailing love and faithfulness. I am surrounded by fierce lions who greedily devour human prey, whose teeth pierce like spears and arrows, and whose tongues cut like swords. Be exalted, O God, above the highest heavens. May your glory shine over all the earth. My enemies have set a trap for me. I am weary from distress. They have dug a deep pit in my path, but they themselves have fallen into it. That's in one of the decks as well. Might be a word in the wilderness. Just know this: when the enemy dig a ditch for you, you better dig too, because you ain't gonna win. You gonna end. That's why you just got to do right. Don't be trying to get nobody else trapped up and hemmed up, baby. You gonna fall into that ditch yourself. Trust and believe karma is a real thing, and God is watching everything. So just know this: if you feel like the ops or somebody was intentionally, which was the last message, coming after you on your neck, like trying to like stop your progress or block you, that ain't gonna last, because God has got your back. My heart is confident in you, oh God. You got to have confidence. My heart is confident. No wonder I can sing your praises. The enemy, come on, Spirit, the enemy could come up against you, and that's when you need to laugh in his face. Drop it in the chat. I'm going to laugh in his face. I'm going to laugh. Why? Because if you coming up against me, that means I'm somebody. You better say it. Receive that. I'm somebody, because the enemy ain't messing with, he's messing with people who he know can really gonna do great and amazing things. Are you a person who's gonna do great and amazing things? That's why your struggle is what it is. That's why you've gone up against all these difficulties and traps and had to go up against more warfare than other people, because you are somebody. Receive it. Okay. Wake up, my heart. Wake up, O lyre and harp. I will wake the dawn with my song. I will thank you, Lord, among all people. I will sing your praises among the nations, for your unfailing love is as high as the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the clouds. Be exalted, O God, above the highest heavens. May your glory shine over all the earth. Psalm 58, a psalm of David to be sung to the tune of Do Not Destroy. Okay. Justice. Do you rulers know the meaning of the word? Do you judge the people fairly? No, you plot injustice in your hearts. You spread violence throughout the land. These wicked people are born sinners. Even from birth, they have lied and gone their own way. They spit venom like deadly snakes. They are like cobras that refuse to listen, ignoring the tunes of the snake charmers, no matter how skillfully they play. Break off their fangs, O God. Smash the jaws of these lions, O Lord. May they disappear like water into thirsty ground. Make their weapons useless in their hands. May they be like snails that dissolve into slime, like a stillborn child who will never see the sun. God will sweep them away, both young and old, faster than a pot heats over burning thorns. The godly will rejoice when they see injustice avenged. They will wash their feet in blood of the wicked. Then at last everyone will say, there truly is a reward for those who live for God. Surely there is a God who judges justly here on earth. Psalm 59, a psalm of David regarding the time Saul sent soldiers to watch David's house in order to kill him. So I have a note here that I actually read this, it looks like on December 2nd, 2023. Rescue me from my enemies, O God. Protect me from those. So there may be something coming full circle for you from December 2nd, 2023. I would have to go back and find my journals to try to figure out what that was for me. I ain't got a clue or what was going on. Here we go. Protect me from those who have come to destroy me. Rescue me from these criminals. Save me from these murderers. They have set an ambush for me. Fierce enemies are out there waiting, Lord. Though I have not sinned or offended them, I have done nothing wrong, yet they prepare to attack me. Wake up, see what is happening, and help me. O Lord, God of heaven's armies, the God of Israel, wake up and punish those hostile nations. Show no mercy to wicked traitors. They come out at night, snarling like vicious dogs as they prowl the streets. Listen to the filth that comes from their mouths. Their words cut like swords. After all, who can hear us, they sneer. But Lord, you laugh at them. You scoff at all the hostile nations. You are my strength. I will wait for you to rescue me. For you, O God, are my fortress. In his unfailing love, my God will stand with me. He will let me look down in triumph on all my enemies. Don't kill them, for my people soon forget such lessons. Stagger them with your power and bring them to their knees. O Lord, our shield, because of the sinful things they say, because of the evil that is on their lips, let them be captured by their pride, their curses, and their lies. Destroy them in your anger, wipe them out completely. Then the whole world will know that God reigns in Israel. My enemies come out at night. The freaks come out at night, snarling like vicious dogs as they prowl the streets. They scavenge for food, but go to sleep unsatisfied. But as for me, I will sing about your power. Each morning I will sing with joy about your unfailing love. For you have been my refuge, a place of safety when I am in distress. O my strength, to you I sing praises. For you, O God, are my refuge, the God who shows me unfailing love. Psalm 60. A psalm of David, useful for teaching regarding the time David fought Aram Naharaim and Aram Zobah, and Joab returned and killed 12,000 Edomites in the Valley of Salt. You have rejected us, O God, and broken our defenses. You have been angry with us. Now restore us to your favor. Drop it in the chat. Restore me, Lord, and I receive it. You have shaken our land and split it open. Seal the cracks, for the land trembles. You have been very hard on us, making us drink wine that sent us reeling. But you have raised a banner for those who fear you, a rallying point in the face of attack. Now rescue your beloved people, answer and save us by your power. God has promised this by his holiness. I will divide up Shechem with joy. I will measure out the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh too. Ephraim, my helmet, will produce my warriors, and Judah, my scepter, will produce my kings. But Moab, my wash basin, will become my servant, and I will wipe my feet on Edom and shout in triumph over Philistia. Who will bring me into the fortified city? Who will bring me victory over Edom? Have you rejected us, O God? Will you no longer march with our armies? Oh, please help us. 5:11. Oh, please help us against our enemies, for all human help is useless. With God's help, we will do mighty things, for he will trample down our foes. The end. Okay, the end. So let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's see what we got. We're gonna use the regular tarot again. We'll do 6 tarot cards, and then we'll get some clarity cards from this other deck. So Revelation, the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what the message is. Y'all like the live, share the love. My nose just started itching. I don't know, y'all. It just feels like that's a beautiful tree. I don't know. Let's see what the message is. Let's see what Lord wants us to know. Let's get a word. Here we go. Look, there's one. There's 2. We have a new beginning that's coming up. We have the Fool card that came out first. It talks about taking a leap of faith, spontaneity, starting over, having faith. What else came out? It's a gift on the way. The gift is the new beginning, the fresh start. This is a benefactor, gift from God, reciprocity, generosity, support, assistance. This is a card of balance, resources, and gratitude. Some of you may have, look, the Ace of Pentacles right there at the bottom of the deck. I just talked about this in the previous message. Y'all know these messages be building upon each other, so there may be some more details coming in about what God is getting ready to gift you with in this particular message. Last message, he was talking about talking about like a benefactor. Somebody finna have something to talk about. I don't know, child. Your enemies, like the Lord finna give somebody something to talk about. Maybe you took a leap of faith and decided, like, you know what, I'm just gonna see where this takes me or something. I don't know what you jumped into, but it feels like it was a good leap. That's what I can say. What else? Woo! You changed your destiny. This is a course correction. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune is coming in. We're going to get some more cards and see. Let's clarify the Fool with the tarot card and see what else was going to come up with this. Yeah, this is expansion. The Lord is giving somebody a circle of influence. I mentioned that on another video. Like maybe your influence is increasing, your wealth, your abundance could be increasing in your business. Maybe you decided to just take a leap of faith and you did something. Feels like for some of y'all, the Lord found you innocent in something. I don't know. You know, the Lord, he been out here passing judgment, child. He been out here telling folks about themselves and telling them to get their life in order. And some of you, the gift is a turnaround with the Wheel of Fortune. There may be some stress that's being removed. The King of Pentacles was up under that. Y'all know that's a wealthy benefactor card. Woo! Telling you, some of you getting ready to be in the spotlight. Fame, success, recognition, the spotlight. We're going to clarify this and see what else is coming in. So the Fool, the Six of Wands. Some of you have a new opportunity that's like being center stage. You're going to be, I just heard the talk of the town. Meant it. Child, didn't I just say somebody that Lord finna give some people something to talk about? Because you finna boss up. And maybe over, okay, which part? So some of you could have, it ain't even about the fame. Come on, Spirit. It's not even about the fame. It's not about, it's like Solomon, right? Not asking for wealth, not asking for riches. And it's because you didn't ask for that you're getting ready to receive it. Whatever this is that you're doing, it's like the Lord gifting you with what you didn't ask for because you didn't ask for it. Go read about Solomon when the Lord asked him what he wanted. He was like, I want a compassionate heart. Like, I want to be able to lead and guide and direct your people. The Moon card just fell out over here with the Six of Wands. So it's like, because you didn't ask for the fame and the riches and the money and the wealth and all of that, that's why the Lord is going to give it to you, because it's not about you trying to get accolades. This is about, come on, Spirit, this is about you truly doing your work, whatever this assignment is, because that's what you feel called to do. It's your calling, it's your purpose for you to do it. And so you do it because the Lord has asked you to do it. And he's like that, like, this is your assignment, it's your mission. And so, yeah. Okay, what else? Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. This card came out on the last message. I'm telling you, there's an offer, and it's a gift. The Lord is gifting you with an offer, an opportunity, a proposal, a contract. We're going to clarify this in just a second and see what else is coming out about it. And for some of you, this is going to be like a life-changing situation. This could definitely, again, put you in the spotlight. Like the Ace of Pentacles does not. Let me I keep on shuffling these. There go the Star card. I'm telling you, some of you, and I talked about this on the last message, like, you getting ready to really show up, show out, and shine. Drop that in the chat. It's shine time. What is shine time? So maybe you've had to really persevere. You've been waiting. I don't do timing because divine timing is up to the Lord. But I feel like within the next 10 months, some of y'all are going to see like a completely different, you're not going to be in the same place that you were. And I don't know what you decided to do, switch up, change up, think different. I don't know, but it's getting ready to put you in a whole new place. And this could be physically, look, location wise, whatever you did, the past is over with. We receive that. What else? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. The Seven of Wands. Okay, this is of course guarded, protected, blocked. There's some people who got blocked out of this, and some of you maybe this is about you also having strong boundaries, knowing when to say no, and knowing how to put like, now what, say it now. I'm on a mission. I'm on assignment. This is you blocking things out that are distractions, a mess, pressure. Some of you, this is about you're no longer doubting yourself. You're no longer doubting your assignment, your gifts, your talents, your skills, your abilities. And so you stepping fully into, look, Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You stepping fully into your assignment because now you trust yourself. And it's like, as soon as you trust yourself, the Lord can trust you. So that's why the growth and expansion is getting ready to happen. And yeah, some folks that's blocked out of this blessings. Meant it. Yeah, some of y'all finna get ready to have to tell some folks no, because why? Because they haven't done the work. And it's not, God got blessings for them too, but they got to do the work that you have done. Do you realize how much work you have done on yourself? Like how much you have had to do? Like maybe you have more faith than somebody else has, or it's something like that's what they're talking about. So it's some folks that you just like, listen, I love you, but the cast out card just flipped over. It's like, man, I didn't did the work. Drop that in the chat. I did the work. I did the work to deserve this growth and expansion. And there's some folks with the awakening card, transcendence, surrender. That's what you had to do, surrender. And there's some folks that are still in the shadows, like they hadn't done their shadow work yet. They haven't learned how to surrender yet. They said, take these, we receive it, to clarify these cards back here. So that's the difference. This is no longer fighting or resisting. Now that you're trusting God, and maybe that was what your new beginning was, your leap of faith was truly, you're truly in a state of surrender, truly in a state of allowing the Lord to lead, guide, and direct you, truly in a state of just saying, Lord, I trust you. I don't know where we're going. I don't know every step, but thank you, Spirit. It's like, I know that you've given me the next step, and I'm trusting that step, and I'm believing you. So if you tell me to leap, I'm a leap. If you tell me to keep moving forward, I'm gonna keep moving forward. If you tell me to stop and sit down and be still, I'm gonna be still. And because of that, that was like a catalyst for you making this happen. And if you hadn't done it yet, then this is your season to sit down and surrender. Drop that in the chat. I'm gonna sit down. I didn't say it that way. I said sit down. You know, we country over here. I'm gonna sit down and sit down somewhere and surrender. Okay, sit down and surrender. Letting things be, giving up control, because you're not trying to do it. As soon as you let go and let God, he'll start doing everything that you've been trying to do, everything you was trying to take out of his hands. He'll open it up and be like, see, all you had to do was let me do it instead of you trying to do it yourself. So for some of you, that's literally what has happened. You've stopped trying to do it. You started letting God do it. And now you're going to see how things are going to progress more rapidly, because you're not trying to do it yourself. You really are surrendered and letting the Lord do the work, right? And then the moon card came out because some of y'all had to take a leap of faith. You had to do it scared. You had to do it not knowing. You had to do it and just be like, man, I ain't got a clue. I ain't got no answers. I don't know nothing, but I'm going to do it. And because you trusted in the Lord, you're getting ready to see the results. Intuition, mother, hidden, deception, knowledge, emotion, stillness. Then I say sit down somewhere, be still, and allow the Lord to give you the wisdom, the insight, the clarity, the knowledge, and the understanding that you need. And for some of you, the Lord is taking you out of the shadows and putting you in the forefront. The Lord will keep you hidden for a season. He'll keep you in the background while he's preparing you, while he's working on you, while he's making you into who he needs you to be. You've been in the shadows, but you're getting ready to be in the light, like a light on the hilltop, I don't know what the scripture is. It feels like Matthew 5:14-16, something like that. A light on the hilltop. You can go look it up. But it's like you getting ready. I've been saying this, so for whoever this is for, get ready, because your time to shine is coming. Like, it's here. The Lord is bringing you out of obscurity. Thank y'all. Bringing you out of obscurity and putting you into the light. This talks about recognition, the spotlight, center stage, entertainment. You're no longer hidden. Star power, accomplishment, confidence. You finna be the center of attention. And some people are going to feel like you came out of nowhere, but you really didn't. They just weren't paying attention to you before. The Lord, you may have still been out here doing the work, but maybe you were just like hidden in plain. Come on, Spirit, hidden in plain sight, right? And now the Lord is going to make people pay attention to you. He's going to make people see you. He's going to make people know who you are. So get ready for it. And if that's what you prayed for, I tell you all the time, you get what you pray for. This is a hidden card. This is a shadowy card. And this is, look, both of these are surrendering to God, putting you in the forefront, God putting you in the light. You're coming out of the shadows. You're coming out of obscurity. So get ready for it. Some of you, it's like a lot of people are going to be vying for your attention. So just prepare yourself, because you're getting ready to receive some fame and rest. Right? You may have been in like isolation, right? You know, while the Lord is working on us, a lot of times he'll put us in the wilderness by ourselves in isolation. So you may maybe that's where you were, but you're no longer getting ready to be there. He's getting ready to bring you right on out of that. Okay. Right out of the darkness and into the light. So don't be surprised. Okay. Here we go. perspective. And this is clarifying the Six of Pentacles. Oh, I told y'all, some of y'all have a financial blessing coming in. Let me put this down. Six of Pentacles. So you have perspective. This talks about change the meaning of the issue, experiences, shaping perspective and reflection for change. This always gives me an Ace of Pentacles. This talks about finances, business and financial matters, the fruits of your labor paying off, and financial opportunities. I told you the Lord is getting ready to give you an opportunity, and there's money attached to it. I'm not going to spend a lot. And let me explain something that I know in this season about financial rewards and gain and prosperity and abundance that I didn't know until the Lord blessed me to be able to mentor with Dr. Miles Monroe, which of course I'm still doing. So one of the things that I didn't know was the reason I don't really talk about money anymore. Like, I'll mention it. I used to talk about it all the time in abundance and blah, 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 blah. But what I know now is that the wealth, the abundance, the money, the prosperity, that's all a byproduct of doing your work. So we need to be more focused on doing our work. The Lord has been, like, one of the things that he's tasked me to do, because people be wanting to know how to solve their problem. Obedience solves your problem. Surrender, it solves your problem. So some of these messages, a lot of them are speaking to people, and the Lord kind of has me going backwards as well. So I hope this is tracking. People think that you got to do, now you're going to have to do your work. Let me just say that. There's no escaping doing your work. What is my work? My work is reading these cards and giving these messages. This is my work. This is my assignment. What do I do in addition to that? I have everything Touche Germaine, Spirit and Glam Cosmetics. I have all of my cosmetics, my apparel, my journals, all of that stuff. But all of that is a spinoff, if you will, of doing the work. So we're over here, the assignment that the Lord has given me is to encourage people to step into their purpose. Now, but this is the thing, you have to surrender to your purpose. When you surrender to your purpose, and people be like, Touche, how do I find my purpose? Because it's the one thing that you can do, and it don't matter if you getting paid. I'll use this as an example. I've known that this was my purpose, because this is the thing that I don't care what else, I got to do it. I got to give these messages. I have got to read these cards, and I don't need the cards to give the message. It's just a great way, and it's fun to use the cards to give the confirmations and to help me focus on what the Lord wants me to give in that moment. But it took me, I was a nurse for 20 years, but that was my purpose at that time. Do you understand? Like, the Lord will have you do different things that will all culminate in you doing your assignment. So me as a healer, me as a motivator, me as someone to provide encouragement and inspiration. I've always been a caregiver. I've always been tasked with taking care of people. So but the way that I do that, so the way that you move in your purpose will change. Right now, your purpose may be your job, but ultimately for those, like, it's the thing that you love to do. And so one of the assignments that the Lord is giving me, and it's why I talk about purpose so much, is because can't nobody tell you what your purpose is. You have to find it. Drop it in the chat. I'ma find it. How do you find it, Touche? You're going to have to do some stuff. And eventually you're going to run up on that thing that you just like, man, I got to do it. You can't get away from it. You got to do it. You got to pursue it. It's going to haunt you. You're going to find that thing. But it took me before it was nursing. But when that chapter and that identity, that was my old identity anyway. Does that make sense? Nursing was a job. It was a part of my purpose because it prepared me for my purpose, but it was a job. This is my purpose. Does that make sense? But I had to go through being a nurse. I had to go through losing my nursing license. I had to go through all of these things, these trials and tribulations that I've gone through. I had to try to go back into nursing just to realize that no, that chapter is shut. I had to go try to be an insurance agent to realize that just really ain't my thing. No matter what, I ended up coming back to this. Why? Because this is the thing that I can do. And I don't care because I'm not doing it on my own strength. Every message that I give is from the Lord, it's from the Spirit. This is the thing that I can do. And it don't even matter if I'm getting paid. When I was focused on the money of it wasn't working out. It wasn't fulfilling for me. Now I do it just because I love the Lord, and I love being able to come up here and encourage people to find their purpose, to find that thing. But nobody can tell you. You just got to experience some things, and then you're going to run into that thing that you can do and just never get tired of doing it. So don't go pay nobody for them to try to tell you what your purpose is. Only God has your blueprint. Only God has your instructions. Go do some stuff. If you like to go dig in the dirt, if you could just plant tirelessly, then maybe that's some kind of way attached to your purpose. And when you just find that one thing that you just truly get enjoyment from, and you surrender to it, everything else will be added unto you. For me, I love reading the Bible. I'm not religious on no type of time, because religion people they don't even deal with this, because guess what? But I don't worry about that. I love the connection with the Lord. I love being in his presence. I love giving these messages. I love making makeup and cosmetics. Like, I love to do those things. I love beauty, fashion, and faith. I love spirit and glam. Like, this is my calling, my purpose. So but it took me years to truly get to that. And yeah, so you're going to have to do your work. It's not going to come easy. It's not meant to. You're going to fail a few times. So don't let nobody tell you that you're supposed to get it right the first time. You're not. Don't chase after it, because your purpose is going to call you. It's going to find you. And it's going to be so deeply rooted in you that you're not going to want to do anything else. That's how you know what your purpose is. And when you surrender to it, when you like, Lord, this is it. Like, you have a love and a desire and a passion for it. It's me recording on a Saturday when today's supposed to be the Sabbath, but I just felt a need to record a message today. So somebody needed to receive this. The Lord needed me to get it out so somebody could receive it. That's going to be the thing that's going to take you where you need to go. And so that's your gift. Your gifts, come on, Spirit, your gifts will make room for you. Just know. So for some of you, that's literally happening in your life right now. You've already found your purpose. And for those of you who haven't, keep tapping in, keep experimenting until you find that thing that's just like, man, I love this. Like, I love it. I love to do it. I can do it endlessly. For me, it's spirit and glam. That's it. But it took me a while to find that. So don't think that it's going to take work, but I promise the payoff is going to be worth it. Okay. Business and financial. So that's the thing. So all of that was really talking about this perspective card. The gift is in changing your perspective and truly getting the understanding, and knowing that your gifts are going to bring in every opportunity, every connection. And yes, there's going to be a payoff. You're going to receive blessings as a result of your calling, your gift, your purpose, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. Legacy. I'm telling y'all. Okay. I hope that helps somebody. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, protected, blocked. What just came out? Okay, so the transformation card fell out. It fell out over here on the surrender card. This says undergoing a dramatic change, separation. Told y'all, separation from the old life. Remember, I just said that was nursing was my old identity. That door is officially closed. Let me just say that. I entertained the idea of going back to it, but I surrendered it to the Lord. And I said, and because I know that season of my life is over, I'm not interested. And I'm not mad, because I have true freedom in walking in my purpose and doing the things that I love to do. And it ain't been no easy road. I'm still rebuilding, but every day I get a little bit closer. Every day I have a little more clarity. Every day I have a little more understanding, and it helps me to get back laser focused on where the Lord is taking me. I don't always have the full picture, but one thing you'll come to understand is the Lord sometimes he'll give you the big vision for something, but he's not going to show you how you going to get there. You just going to have to walk the journey. You just going to have to walk it out. Now walk it out, right? You just going to have to walk it out and see where everything takes you. But But that's the whole point, is enjoying the journey. Don't focus so much on the destination that you don't have fun just enjoying the journey, building, growing, expanding, elevating. Is it easy? No, I'm not here to try to sugarcoat it for you and make you feel like it's just going to be a cakewalk. It's not, but it's so worth it, because I would never go back. Because one of the things, cause I say, Mama, when I make it, we ain't never going back. Shout out Young Blue. I'd never go back, because I own everything that I have now. Everything Touche Germaine is Touche Germaine's. I don't have anything that is anybody else's. So would I trade that? No. For what? For why? Ain't nobody doing that. So for some of you, that's the transformation that's happening. You're understanding true wealth comes from ownership, owning what is yours, not somebody. You're not gonna be wealthy when you're working for somebody else. You're simply making them wealthy. I hope that makes sense to somebody. Undergoing a dramatic change, separation from the old life, dying to the false self. Okay, so what else? Shedding the look. I just saw the superpower card, so higher powers, whatever that card was. So let's see what else, y'all. Let's clarify it. Yeah, child, it be something when you finally have that understanding. Okay, both of them, and then back to life is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, hold on, let me put these like this. Here we go. You ready? Drop it in the chat. I'm ready. Okay, you have helpful people. I'm gonna say it again. I guess I gotta keep saying it, that until it comes to pass for you and me, because I receive it, right? You getting ready to have, the Lord is, you're ready now. Thank you, Spirit. You're ready now. You are ready to receive. Now, let me say this, because I need to be very, very, very much clear. Okay. You got to know your season. Y'all know I say that all the time. You have got to know your season. You may not be in the season where you finna get the blessings, and people don't be wanting to hear that. But every season ain't a season of blessings. Let's keep it a buckles. Every season is not a season of blessings. Now, does that mean that you won't be blessed? Absolutely, you will be blessed. But this may not be the season where everything is gonna open up, expand, and just blow up for you. We are all in different seasons. You have got to walk out your season. For some of you, this may be the season where your business been a boom and blow up. But for other people, come on, God, other people are not going to understand how long. Where's the obscurity card? How long you were back here in the shadows waiting your turn. Does that make sense? So there's some of you, and people, this is why you got to always take stuff back to the Lord, because you got to know your season. Some of us been back here toiling, building, planting, waiting. You've had to wait your turn. It was like David. He was anointed when he was a little bitty boy. He out there tending the sheep, right? He back in the back. They had forgot about him. The family that had his own daddy had forgot about him. And then all the other sons had went before him. The first will be last. Come on, listen. Or the last will be first, and the first will be last. So David was the last, right? They had forgot about him. He was just out there in the shadows, in the background, because this is in the background, tending the sheep, right? They had forgot about him. He was out of sight, out of mind. Come on, Spirit. He was out of sight, out of mind. All of a sudden, Samuel say, it ain't none of them. Them ain't the ones. Them nims, them ain't the ones. It ain't nobody else. And then his dad was like, oh yeah, little David Nim, he out there in the back. The daddy hadn't forgot. And all of a sudden Samuel said, go get him. Ain't nobody finna eat. Don't nobody sit down. No nothing. He got to be the one, because all the rest of them weren't. And that's like you gonna be the one, but don't think that you're not gonna have to spend your time where I feel like the Lord did it, like you didn't, like the Lord ain't like, man, what I'm doing, I ain't getting no recognition. I'm doing all this work. You got to wait your turn. You got to know your season. Okay. So don't feel no type of way if this ain't your season of blessings, abundance, and overflow. Know that your season, your time is coming. All of us are in different places and different spaces. But this is why we don't do any jealousy, envy, competition, none of that, because your time is coming. Drop that in the chat. You just have to wait on your season of abundance. All of us do. You can't get around it. You can't escape it. Nothing happens overnight. we just got to know our season, right? And be willing to rock it out in the season that you in. And if you see somebody prospering or elevating before you, just be like, man, like, I'm so glad that they prospering. I'm so glad that they doing well. I'm so glad that the Lord, thank you, Lord. Like, be glad that the Lord is blessing them, because you got to know that your time is coming. Okay, you got to know your time is coming. Now, moving forward, if this ain't your season, you need to stay. Okay, which part about the not? Okay, so if this ain't your season, you still need to stay around folks whose season it is. Does that make sense? Why? Because if you stay around folks and you see that the Lord is elevating them, y'all know that oil drips down. You know that if you around people who are successful and really doing something with themselves, that blessing got to pour down on you as well. The Lord elevates people, and he elevates you and the people around you. So pray for those folks who receiving their blessings. Pray for those folks who receiving a house. Your house is coming. Pray for them people and bless them people and congratulate them people and be grateful for them people who have received something that you're still praying for, because you got next, right? Drop it in the chat. I got next. And sometimes it's hard to do that because you may be in a season of lack. You may be in a season where you feel like you on that robbing Peter to pay Paul, and the Lord hadn't given you your blessing yet. But I tell you, when you be excited because somebody else is succeeding, that's you having the right heart posture. And the Lord, like, man, he'll be like, look at Touche. She excited because somebody else succeeding. Because I know that what God has for me is for me, and can't nobody, and I mean nobody, stop my blessings. So I'm excited when other people are receiving their flowers and getting the things that they want. Why? Because I know that my time is coming, and I'm willing to wait. It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. Okay. Now, some of you are ready right now to receive this, ready to do something. The opportunity is right, and now is your time. And even if it ain't your time, you need to still be saying, it's my time. It's my time, because it's your time for whatever is yours right now in this moment. Does that make sense? It may not be everything that the Lord has said he's going to bless you with, but it's what he wants you to have right now. You can pray that. That's something I say in my prayer every single day. Lord, I want what you have for me starting right now. Everything you have for me, I want it starting right now. And the Lord will give you what he has for you right now. And then there's going to be some things that are yours for a future time. He's not going to give you everything at once. And so I be grateful, because I don't want to receive it all at once. I want to keep being excited. I want to keep having the Lord bless me with things and bringing things in for me, so that every day I just be like, Lord, what good thing the Lord going to do for me today? Because Daddy, you going to do something. That's just how I be. So if you can start cultivating that kind of attitude and really just being like, I don't even want it all at one time, Lord. I want you to surprise me every day. Drop it in the chat. And I've said this before. Surprise me every day, Lord. Give me something to look forward to every day. Give me something. That's why you should be grateful in advance and always be ready and open to receive. Because if you can do that, I'm telling you right now, don't get ready. Stay ready for the Lord to do stuff, great, amazing things in your life. Okay. Helpful people was the next part that came out. This talks about some will be generous to you. Benefactor, I'm telling you right now, somebody, thank y'all, scouting. Now, this ain't everybody, but some of you, maybe you're very, very public, right? Maybe you're on social media. Someone could very well be seeing the work that you're doing. This is a very upfront, out in front, in the spotlight, being known, being recognized kind of card, right? Success, fame, something like that. So maybe this not what you prayed for. Like, you ain't prayed to try to be elevated in fame and recognition or well known, but the Lord is getting ready to do that. And this may also, I keep it because it hadn't come to pass yet. So this is about being encouraged. If you do something that's very, come on, Spirit, very front facing, very where you putting yourself out there, you putting your gifts out there, you are sharing your gifts with the world, something like that, which is what we're all supposed to be doing anyway, right? If you're doing that, the Lord, like I said, the Lord is getting ready to help put you out there even, or he's getting ready to put you out there even more. So he's going to also bring in helpful people to help you move forward. Okay. Which part? Don't be afraid to accept help. I don't know who this is. Some of you, every offer is not going to be a good offer, but some of you are so used to doing things by yourself that at first you may doubt that something is real. If you trust God, and this is if you trust God, because there is an opportunity coming in for someone. He is getting ready to present some helpful people into your life. And these are people who you ain't got the, like, you ain't got, they're not trying to, I don't want to say it like that. That sounds kind of bad, but maybe in the past you had dealt with some snakes. Let's just keep it a buckles. You may have dealt with some snakes. You may have dealt with some folks who were just like, who weren't on the up and up. They could have been shady, right? And so as a result of that, that kind of made you a little bit leery of dealing with people. The Lord is sending the right help. Drop it in the chat, the right help. Okay, He's sending the right people, the right help into your life. Like you're gonna be able to trust but you have to be open to receiving that as well. So you'll know it's like, take every person to the Lord, every connection, every offer, every opportunity, take it to the Lord. If He tells you it's a no, I don't care how much money's attached to it. All money ain't good money, because some of you, there may be a counterfeit opportunity that's going to offer you money, finances, and trust me, I didn't already had to pass this test a couple times, and passed it, meant it, because everything is going to look good, but everything that looks good ain't good. So just take it to the Lord. If you have any reservations, one thing about a command and an instruction from the Lord, baby, you going to know when it's from him, because there's going to be no hesitation. You're going to know beyond knowing that you're meant to accept it. You're going to know that it's from Him. And I find it hard sometimes to explain to people how you just know. But when you spend enough time with God, my sheep know my voice. So you will know when something is from God, because there's no confusion about it. There's no going back and forth about it. There's no red flags about it. You'll see it and you'll be like, that's from the Lord. And you'll just know it's from Him. But what does that take? That takes you spending time with God. That takes you taking everything to Him. That takes you saying, okay, I think, but let me go pray about it. Let me go ask the Lord. Let me go check in. Because if you don't, you will, and that's how you end up with these kind of opportunities. So I'm going to say it again. Take it to God and be like, Daddy, I think this is for me, but I just want to make sure. And people say what they want to say. If you are in the beginning stages of your walk with the Lord, and trust and believe, I am not anywhere near, I'm still a baby when it comes to God. You understand? I am still a little honey bunny in His eyes. Okay. So I don't care how long or what I go through, I'm going to always be like, Dad, I don't even know. So what you want to do, Lord? People be like, you asking God for signs like Gideon. You asking, and and go ask, because let me tell you what I don't want to do. And one thing I know in this season, God ain't never got mad at me about asking Him to just verify something for me. One of the last things that the Lord did confirmed for me, there was an opportunity that was presented to me, and it looked good. And I was just like, I don't know about that. Like, because one thing about the Lord, when the Lord bring you something, it's easy, y'all. And it ain't no strings attached. And that's part of what we were talking about. When the Lord brings you something, it ain't no strings attached. It's yours, free and clear. It's like, it's yours. And so there was an opportunity that presented itself, but it was just something that was making me be like, yeah, this look good, but I just think God can do better than this. I just believe that God can do better than this. He wants to bring in something better. And so I waited. But now, what did I do? And I can show y'all this in my journal. I said to the Lord, I said, Dad, I'm going to wait. I was like, I'm going to wait, because I just feel like there's something better. Because this is good, but it ain't great. And what comes from the Lord is like great, like blow your mind, great, like you just know. And so I was like, man, yeah, this is good, but I was just like, no, I think I could wait on something better. And so, but I asked the Lord, I say, well, Daddy, listen, I just, because I'm in a season where I can't make no whole lot of mistakes. Like, I'm just not on that. I'm not trying to do it. So I'm like, Daddy, hear me out. If I was like, I'm gonna need you to confirm this. I was like, I just need to know if you want me to wait. And sure enough, y'all, the very next day, God confirmed it. He didn't confirm it the way that I originally asked, and I was very specific with the sign. Go read Isaiah 7:11. Ask the Lord for a sign, okay? And so he gave me the confirmation to wait, but it wasn't exactly how I was expecting it. But it was like, okay, Lord, I'm tracking. Like, okay, let me just chill for a second. I kid you not, y'all. I'm recording this on a Saturday, just Thanksgiving Day. I'm still waiting. The very sign that I asked the Lord for. And this is not something that would just be like, it's not like, oh, let me see a butterfly. Like, I don't be on that. I don't care what nobody say. I be asking the Lord for stuff that's so specific that there's no possible way. And that, when I do that, and maybe this is a help for somebody, I don't ask the Lord for stuff that is common. I don't ask him for signs that I walk outside and, I don't ask him. I'm not asking him for a hummingbird. I'm not asking him to show me a butterfly. Like, I don't do that. Why? Because 9 to 10 times out of 10, you're going to see that. But that'll get you confused. I asked the Lord for something that was so random, so off the wall, that if it happened, there was no way that I could deny it, which kept me from having to ask again. Does that make sense? So when the Lord says ask for anything, just like we had Jesus, the virgin who conceived, right? They'll call his name Emmanuel, Isaiah 7:12, right? Or 11:12. Go read it. You'll see. So I'm like that. I'll be like this, and it be so specific so that when I receive the so specific sign, like Gideon, I ain't got to ask no more. I'll be like, okay, Daddy, thank you. I thank you. And he'd be like, okay, because I don't care what nobody say. He does not mind, because the thing about it is I can't mess up. I have got distracted. I have taken the wrong opportunities and offers before, and I don't want to do that again, because that adds time, and it's like I'm trying to save me a step. So I got to trust in the Lord. So I'm saying that to someone, that if you know that you have a shift or a pivot that is happening in your life, ask God for a sign. And I don't care. People feel how they want to feel. God he ain't got mad at me yet for asking him for a sign. But what it does is it also helps me to build trust, because I waited before I asked for the sign. Does that make sense? It was like I was just like, I don't think that's right. Let me take it to the Lord. So I didn't immediately rush into it, which is something I've been bad about. I didn't immediately rush into it. I said, this is good, but let me go talk to God about it first. So I didn't rush. I waited. I went and prayed. I sat. I listened. I said, Daddy, this is what I think. I think you can do even better than this, because I know you, and this is good, but it ain't great, and you great. So I feel like I need to wait on the great. But Daddy, what say you? Right? What say you, Lord? And so he gave me the sign to let me know you made the right decision. Does that make sense? So and this is me speaking from a place of, let me go pray about it. I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning the Lord, but every day I'm learning to trust myself even more, which helps me to make better decisions. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. So that's how you gonna know, because the Lord is going to show you and reveal. So the people that are coming in now, these are like real people that can be helpful, but you may have had to block some people, block out some people, let go of some people, so your real help could arrive. The real benefactors, the real people who really want to see you succeed could arrive. So I hope that made sense. Okay. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. I know this message will 53, 53, 88. I hope this helped y'all. Let me just Another thing, as another example, I know this message is kind of long, but y'all know I be here to do the Lord's work. Okay, I be here to do whatever the Lord tell me to do. If the Lord gives you a direction and an instruction, follow it, and follow it right then. Like no delay. Look, for some of you, if you've been rocking it out with me, you already know I've been going live, y'all. I've been going live for over almost 3 years. Going live. And I've kind of gone back and forth to where like at one point I was posting videos and going live. Like I was doing a whole lot. And the Lord was like, a couple weeks ago, the Lord said, that's over with. He's like, it's wrap. I say, what? And it was like, I was on the live. And literally on the live, I was like, y'all, I don't know if I'll be going live anymore. So y'all make sure you turn your notifications on, so you're notified when I go live or post a video, because I feel like the Lord was changing something right then. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been doing videos like this, which I still post as a live simply because I needed to be on all of my platforms. But I kid y'all not, y'all, this is so, I had to trust the Lord, and I had to trust what he was telling me to do. And I had to trust that he was telling me to shift and do some things different. And so there may be an instruction that is coming in for you, and the Lord wants you to do that right then. Does that make sense? He's like, no, ain't no delay, but it's about trusting him, trusting that he knows what he's telling you that to do. And you just be like, okay, Lord, surrender. But whatever you surrender to him is going to make you ready for what he wants to bring in for you. Does that make sense? So sit down and surrender somewhere. Okay, that's it. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Y'all, hydrate your soul, drink your water, say your gratitude. Have a fantastic and an amazing day in purpose on purpose. And I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all make sure y'all like the live, share the live, and share the love as well. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, love y'all in real life. Bye, y'all.